All right, is Paul Heyman a genius or what? I mean, that promo last night on Raw, man, that's what I'm talking about. That is storytelling. That is getting everybody to come in to see what's going on. Because let's face it, a lot of people wanted to see The Rock versus Roman. Maybe you're not one of those people, but the majority of the universe did. And unfortunately, we're not getting that. And we have the Sami Zayn thing. We have some people want Sami Zayn to win at the Elimination Chamber. So that kind of put Cody Rhodes on the back burner. It's like we'd rather see The Rock or Sami Zayn go against Roman Reigns at WrestleMania or take the title for Roman Reigns at some point in time than Cody Rhodes. And Paul Heyman and Triple H really had an answer. They had like a backup plan to support Cody because it almost feels like they knew this was going to happen. So they put this segment together last night on Raw, and it was beautiful. I mean, everything from how they were discussing Dusty Rhodes and how he was with Cody as a kid and how Cody grew up in the business. And Paul bringing up the fact that Dusty Rhodes trained Seth Rollins, Big E, and so many others, Roman Reigns, all the stars, Kevin Owens, all the stars of today, he trained them. And it was just amazing to see that. And he also mentioned, this is Cody Rhodes now, Cody Rhodes mentioned that Paul Heyman gave Dusty Rhodes the money that he needed to support the Rhodes family. So again, it was a very beautiful moment, that first half. And they really did pull back the curtain all the way, just like Paul Heyman was saying. They really did. And this is what I love about wrestling, because I've always said that wrestling, sports entertainment, they take elements of so many things. Like, they take elements of real life stories that people can relate to. They take elements of, sports. They take elements of movies. It's like all wrapped in one, and that's what I love about it. Combat sports, movies, real life experiences. This is all what's wrapped into wrestling, and that's why I've enjoyed it for over a decade. I got hooked, when I was 9-10 years old, and I haven't stopped watching since. So, and it's been a very important part of my life personally. So, and this is a perfect example of it. They pulled the curtain back, and a lot of people liked what they felt when they were watching this segment take place. And it was beautiful. But then, just like I told my dad, because I was like, I hope Roman tells Cody Rhodes that he doesn't care about him or his father, or the fact that his father's, dead. And if he thinks that just because, his father passed away, that he's going to let him take the titles and take the food off of his table and his family. Like, that's, what I'm expecting out of Roman's mouth. And sure enough, we got a precursor to it last night. Because it's all psychological warfare. I'm like, and I tell people, whether we're speaking in kayfabe or not, whether we're speaking in like we're in the story or, speaking about it, outside and reviewing it, this is psychological warfare. And Paul Heyman is the best at that. There's very few people that can beat him, if any, at that game. And the line that hit the most was in the final conversation that Paul Heyman had with Dusty Rhodes. Paul Heyman told Cody Rhodes that Cody Rhodes was his favorite son, but Roman Reigns is the son that Dusty Rhodes always wanted. Sorry if I screwed that first part up. That was beautiful. And it just shows, again, the characters that both men are portraying. Roman Reigns, it's classic. We've seen this for 2 years. He believes that he is the head of the table, that he's the only one fit to be at the helm of the company. He feels like he's the only one fit to hold that place, and nobody else deserves to be where he is, including this man, Cody Rhodes. And Cody Rhodes, he said the last line, all I'm trying to do is win a championship, and everybody insists on making it personal. I'm like, that's the world. You know what I'm saying? There's nobody that's not going to stand in your way when you're trying to accomplish something. And nothing is easy. So it was just such a beautiful segment. Probably the best segment I've seen in a while. Because it was genuine, it was heartfelt, and it just pulled on every single one of your heartstrings. You want to feel angry, especially if you're a Cody Rhodes fan, that'll get you angry. You want to feel shocked, you felt shocked. You want to feel like you want to feel something, that segment gave you that too. It was just all around great. It was a beautiful segment. I really loved that segment. Tell you, Paul Heyman is a genius. I keep saying it. I mean, in my estimation, in my opinion, I've seen Jimmy Hart. I've seen Bobby the Brain Heenan. I've seen all the managers throughout the years, and none of them do it the way Paul Heyman does. Seriously, that's just my personal opinion. I think he's the greatest manager to ever live. Period. I mean, he's dealt with CM Punk, Rob Van Dam, Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns. I mean, there's not anybody that he didn't take to new heights that he worked with. When he was working with Cesaro, it was decent. So probably the only two that fell on their face, but it wasn't really necessarily his fault. It was the booking. Probably Curtis Axel and Cesaro. But I guarantee you Curtis Axel wouldn't have held that Intercontinental Championship without Paul Heyman. So, I mean, Paul is a great storyteller. He's a genius. And Cody Rhodes might be the performer for the next, 3 to 5 years. Might be. Definitely going to be one of. So, I don't know what you guys think. What you guys think of the segment? I enjoyed the hell out of it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Please like, subscribe. You know what it is. Turn on the notification bell to know every time I'm going to put out a new video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Deuces.